Fenrir, Malusi, Azami, Echo, and Wamai. Bring these operators for the best second-floor coastline strat ever created. Save this and send this to your stack. Set up the wall between sites like this. Now set up the hallway wall like this, and set up the cool vibes wall like this. Now reinforce this VIP wall. For the billiards wall, you can leave head holes on the right to watch luggage, or reinforce it. Now shoot feet holes into Aqua. Fenrir will place a BP above the hatch in Aqua and destroy the hatch. Then place a Fenrir behind the bar. Your second Fenrir will go under this counter in Hookah. Your third will go in bottom Cool Vibes and in VIP hallway. These will be paired with Malusi's Banshees, turning anyone trying to push into Helen Keller. Fenrir will play off his F-Nats on Cool Vibes. This strat alone has gotten me 4,679 aces. Malusi will place Banshees in VIP hallway, Hookah door, bottom Cool Vibes and luggage. Now, she'll hold Aqua, and if you get overwhelmed, drop the hatch. Azami's first Kiba will go on this wall, sticking out to give her cover when contesting Aqua. Her next will go under this glass to cover the rotate. Her third Kiba will go onto this counter in Hookah, giving you an angle onto Hookah Ball. Her fourth will cover the Hookah window. Place your last Kiba here to give you cover when watching the hallway. Now place barbed wire on Cool Vibes and next to the Hookah Balk door. Echo will place his shield in the hallway facing towards Hookah Balk. When you're not being pressured, help Wamai and Malusi. And in late round, bring your drone to default plant spots. Wamai will place a disc on the A chassis to protect the Kibas, and 2 in Hookah to protect the shield and Kibas. Now he'll hold VIP. Like and follow for more siege tips.
Castle, Mute, Kide, Mira, and Jaeger. These are the operators you'll need to the best kitchen cafe defense ever made. Castle barricades the door to the bakery, reinforces the wall, and at the end, do a rotation. Place the first proxy alarm under the table at the rotation, and the second under the window. Barricade the door in the corridor and the coat check window to block opponents from the bar. And finally, barricade the freezer door. Mute makes holes in the hallway and reinforces the left wall. Make leg holes between the sites and a hole at the top. Then I'll show you what it's for. Place the first jammer under that wall, reinforce the wall, and make leg holes on the bakery. Put the second mute here too, and the third one in the bakery. To prevent the destruction of this wall and the castle from the window, place the last jammer by the double doors in the bakery, which will prevent the bakery from being droned by these 2 jammers. Cade reinforce these 2 walls in the freezer and hatch. Throw the first claw on the hatch and the second on the walls. Finally, reinforce this wall from the bar. Mira, reinforce the left wall from the bakery and place the glass on it, also rotating it on the right side. Then place the second glass in the preep and make a hole at the top for C4. Now, look at what this hole is for. Climb onto the table, and thanks to this hole, you can see someone entering through the window of the small bakery. Jaeger places his 2 jammers at the double doors in the bakery to block the destruction of the glass. Place the last jammer under the window in the small bakery, climb onto the table, and place the bulletproof camera. Make holes so that you can see the entire hallway and bakery. This camera is very, very useful. Remember to support me by following and sharing for more. Castle, Mute, Fenrir, Mira, and Frost. These are the operators you'll need for the best clubhouse strat ever created. Castle barricades the bedroom window, and then rotates to the gym, reinforces the wall, and makes leg holes along its entire length. Then barricades the gym window and door. To block opponents from the main breach, set up proxy alarm on the stairs and another one under the desk in the logistic, make head holes to the cash room, and barricade the window in the construction. Mute places the first jammer on the bed in the bedroom to interfere with the castle on the window. Then place the second one in the corner, then reinforce the main breach, and place your third jammer, and finally place the last one in the corridor to jam the stairs and the logistics door. Fenrir's task is very simple. Deflect the first mine from the mine that lands perfectly on the shelf and blinds anyone who enters through the window. Put the second mine in the box, also bouncing it off the mine so that it is completely unnoticeable because it is lying in the middle of the box. Put the third one in the cabinet so that you can blind any opponent in the corridor. Finally, place the bulletproof camera in the hallway. Throw the last mine in the construction between the bales, which is completely invisible. Mira places glass on right wall in the bathroom as well as rotating the left wall, then performs a second rotation to logistics. Similarly, in logistics, glass is placed on the left, rotated on the right, and finally reinforced with a single wall. Frost puts the first mat under the window in the gym, then reinforces the main breach, places a mat under the garage window, and finally places the shield and mat from the stairs. Frost, Bandit, Castle, Valkyrie, and Aruni. These are the operators you'll need the indestructible combo Oregon strat ever created. Frost reinforces both walls on the big tower and places the first mat at the landing in the attic, the second one under the window, the last one under the double window, and place the shield by the door with the kids facing the trophy, which will give you a perfect pixel. The Bandit reinforces the main breach and places bandits also on the big tower. The bandit's main task is to roam and take time away from the attackers. When someone plants on games, throw that C4 at them. Castle barricades the window on games, then reinforces the wall and makes head holes on trophy. Then barricade the door to the main breach and throw a proxy alarm. Place the third barricade on the window, then reinforce the left wall and make head holes on the right. Make head holes on the master and barricade the door between the master and the trophy. Valkyrie in the master bedroom deflects the camera from the camera that falls onto the cabinet, giving you a view of the entire master bedroom. Throw the second one under the table in games, so you can see how someone plants on the default spot. Throw the last one on the barrel in the attic, you'll see how someone will push that place. Place the first Aruni on the trophy door, then make head holes on the games, and place the second Aruni on the door next to them, placing barbed wire at the end. Then make leg holes under the double window, and place barbed wire under them. Finally, rotate the kids to the attic and place the last Aruni on the attic door. Remember to give a follow for more 5-stack guides. Warden, Cade, Azami, Jaeger, and Mute. These are the operators you'll need the indestructible combo chalet strat ever created. Warden rotates and reinforces the left wall from the boiler, then place the shield behind the rotation, and play by contesting opponents trying to push the boiler. If a grenade is thrown, use your skill. Cade reinforces the hatch, as well as the single wall and rotation between sites. Then reinforce the main breach and throw your 2 claws as shown in the video, which will completely block any operator who turns off the power. As you can see, the claws have a perfect range on the main breach. Next, place barbed wire on the stairs to block your opponents on the fireplace stairs. Throw the first Kiba on the electrical box and the second on the beam by the stairs, which will give you the perfect pixel for the stairs. Throw the third Kiba in the corner of the table so that you have a view of the door, and the next one between 2 and 3 wine, which will give you a pixel on the washing machine. Place the first jammer at the main breach and the next 2 on the boiler to support the warden. Reinforce the kitchen hatch, and your task is contest your opponents by roaming in the mezzanine. You have to play for time, because it is the most important thing for the attackers. Place the first jammer at the main breach to block the drone hole, reinforce the wall from the garage, and place the second jammer, the third under the boiler door, and the last one at the door to the site to block the warden's vision. Denari, Mira, Azami, Bandit, and Vigil, these are the operators you'll need the indestructible combo consulate strat ever created. Denari reinforces the main breach and throws the first 2 trip connectors into the cabinet, the next one onto the car, the fourth near the drone hole. Do it like in the video, and no opponent will be able to enter the site. the fifth opposite, and the last two above the main breach. So you created impenetrable lasers. Finally, it rotates and places the shield in front of it. Mira reinforces the left wall and places glass on it, then does exactly the same thing on the server room side. Finally, it rotates and reinforces this single wall from the server room. Azami reinforces the right wall and makes head holes on the left, then reinforces the right wall from the pillar and creates an unearthly pixel spot on the spiral on the left. Throw your third Kiba as you see fit, giving you an unbeatable spot on the main breach. Throw the last one behind the box to block the view from the yellow stairs. The bandit's task is trivial. He electrifies the main breach, reinforces the server wall, and electrifies it. Vigil reinforces the main hatch and plays on the top floor, destroying the ceiling while contesting and wasting the attacker's time. It is also worth destroying the hatch to get a view of a larger area of the room.